Welcome to You and Your Money. Today's episode features Laurence Hale, Principal Managing Partner and Chief Investment Officer at WHZ Strategic Wealth Advisors.
Today we're tackling a topic that affects every single one of us, whether you like it or not. But many people aren't necessarily prepared for, and that is the cost of growing old. And here in the studio, we're joined by Heather O'Rourke, Principal and Senior Lifestyle Manager at Simply Life Services, LLC. Laurence, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gary.
Good to have you here. Heather, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gary.
What a pleasure to have you both here today. So what does your company, Simply Life Services, do, Heather?
Simplify Life Services is a senior lifestyle management business that I started in January 2022. Just simply put, I am a resource coordinator for seniors and their families, specializing in aging in place, people who want to remain in their homes as they age.
All right, that's a great topic and a much needed service also. All right, so let's start with the elephant in the room. When people think about retirement, they usually focus on having enough money saved, but aging care costs are a whole different ballgame, right, Laurence?
They absolutely are, Gary. And unfortunately, most people significantly underestimate what these costs are going to be. They're sometimes looking at numbers from 2025 to get 40 hours a week of full-time in-home care. That could be anywhere from $4,000 to $15,000 per month, depending on the level of care needed.
And that's just for in-home care. What about nursing homes?
Well, nursing home costs are even higher than in-home costs, but again, it really depends on what level of care is needed.
All right, so those are big numbers, obviously. So Heather, you work with families navigating these challenges every day. What are you seeing out there?
I'm seeing a lot of people being caught off guard. Families are just not expecting any of these perils. And when they, not just financially, the financial cost of things, but the emotional cost of things, what to do, where to go. Most families want to remain in their homes, and they're just trying to figure out how that's going to happen.
So aging in place, can you save money aging in place? Tell me about that.
Depending upon the situation, every situation is different. In most instances, it is more cost effective to remain in your own home, to bring in care that might be needed, to bring in services in order for you to stay in that home comfortably and safely. But proper planning needs to be discussed.
Laurence, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, that's so true. And, hope is not a strategy. So you definitely need to take into consideration the reality we all age and we all are going to need some sort of care. And that's where advanced financial planning becomes really critical. So beyond the personal care expenses, healthcare costs can be a real significant burden. And to give you some figures, a 65-year-old who retired in 2025 can expect to spend somewhere around $172,500 on healthcare throughout retirement.
Wow.
And that's a huge expense. So if you don't plan for it, it can easily eat through your retirement savings.
These are big numbers. These are serious numbers. And the fact is, it isn't just planning issue for people nearing retirement, because it also affects families across all age groups as they jump into care for aging family members. Is that true in your experience working with seniors, Heather?
That's most of the instance. I know I experienced that firsthand myself, and it's the best time to plan for this is not during a stressful situation. It's having a conversation before this happens.
So what are some of the daily supports that people should think about, Heather?
Daily supports is different from client to client, but it could be bringing in a caregiver, bringing in a lawn maintenance person, having someone coordinate your medications, having a point person such as myself to help families manage all of these moving pieces, just to help them eliminate some of the stress.
Yeah, so it's really about coordinating all of these different services, right? Laurence, what about the financial side? How can people prepare to be able to pay for these services that Heather mentioned?
Yeah, from the wealth management side, we also emphasize starting the conversation while you're young. Just as Heather was saying a few moments ago, it's important to start planning as soon as possible and not during the fire drill. You're dealing often with some acute health issues if you haven't done planning, and that's a really challenging time to handle some of these things during the emotionally charged time. So you want to have enough time to set a plan in place to ensure that the financial resources are available when they're needed.
So like, what about purchasing long-term care insurance?
Yeah, that's one of the strategies and a great example of something you want to do sooner than later. And the premiums for long-term care insurance are definitely more affordable when you're in your 50s or earlier than if you were to wait until your 60s or 70s, if you were even eligible to get it at that point. But that's definitely not the only solution. Some people use a combination of insurance, personal savings, and other strategies. But the key is having a plan that's tailored to your specific situation.
Heather, continue with that. What else you want to add to that?
I'd like families to just start a dialogue, start a conversation. I know it's a very hard conversation to have, but what do you want if something were to happen? Do you want to remain in your home? Do you want to downsize? There's all sorts of things. Make it known to your family. Get a journal, write down some of your wishes, and create a map so that if something were to arise, your family knows your wishes.
These are hard conversations.
They're very hard.
Right.
Yeah.
A recommendation for that?
A lot of times I become kind of like a pseudo family liaison, like an outside third party, and I come in and I start the discussion that might be difficult for families to bring up. I help them figure out what options there are if they want to stay in their home, and just try to make it so that it's easier when something happens. And unfortunately, someone we love at some point in time will have a need for additional care down the road. It's inevitable.
And you're such a kind and thoughtful person, too. And I'm sure you put people at ease, just like putting me at ease right now.
That's the whole point of why I do this.
Yeah, you're very good at this. Laurence, when people come to WHZ, what's the first step in addressing aging care costs?
The first step is really understanding the big picture. So we look at the overall financial picture in addition to their health risks. So we then help them estimate what their specific care costs and develop some tax efficient strategies to help fund long-term care costs. And critically, we create those contingency plans with different scenarios. So if you have a family who, is anticipating something coming down the line, you may not know exactly what that may be, but it's beyond just the financial aspect, and, collaborating with professionals like Heather, who is amazing at what she does, make our job a lot easier, because sometimes people have actually started these conversations and have a sense of what they'd like.
Really good information and a great topic here today. Heather and Laurence, we appreciate you very much. Laurence, how do we get in touch with WHC Strategic Wealth Advisors?
You can schedule a complimentary discovery session with our team at whzwealth.com, or give us a call at 860-928-2341. And we can help develop a comprehensive strategy that addresses your unique needs and goals.
And Heather, Simplify Life Services, how do we reach you?
Simply at simplifylifeservices.com, or people can call me. I will answer the phone at 860-315-2137.
All right, so don't let the golden years lose their luster due to inadequate planning, folks. Start the conversation with your family today. Laurence Hale from WHC Strategic Wealth Advisors and Heather O'Rourke from Simplify Life Services. Thank you both for shedding light on this great topic today.
For more information regarding wealth management and customized financial planning with WHC Strategic Wealth Advisors, please visit whzwealth.com. WHZ Strategic Wealth Advisors offer securities and advisory services through Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Fixed insurance products and services offered through CES Insurance Agency. They practice at 697 Pomfret Street, Pomfret Center, Connecticut 06259, and 392A Merrow Road, Tolland, Connecticut 06084. They can be reached at 860-928-2341. WHC Strategic Wealth Advisors do not provide legal or tax advice. The tenured financial services team strives to support clients in achieving their financial life goals while providing absolute confidence and unwavering partnership for life.